up, Sagittarius? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, I am officially back. I really just needed to take some time off. So, thank you to everyone who was so kind, who was so understanding. A lot of people like unsubscribed, and a lot of people sent like angry emails just to strike, me not being on, which I thought was really funny. But I needed the time, guys. I'm in much better spirits now. But yeah, I hope you guys have been good these last 2 months. I hope everything's been working well for you. Now, um, in this time, I wasn't sure where in the world I wanted to live because I can literally just take my computer and go anywhere. But I did decide to go back to New York, so I actually just moved here a few weeks ago, so I'm excited to be back in the city. So, my New Yorkers, once this COVID is over, I am doing an event out here. I need to. We all need to get out. All right. So, I just want to see what the energy is around you guys. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Sagittarius signs. And like I always say, keep in mind that the energies could be transferable. So it could be your energy I'm picking up on, or the energy of something or someone around you. Okay. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. Five of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse, and Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So let's start with what fell so far. We have the Tower card, Six of Wands in the reverse, and Seven of Cups in the reverse as the energy here. The Star card reverse is under that too. Okay? We even have the King of Cups in the reverse here. So I feel as though whether this was you or someone around you, there's something here that a person really desired. Whether you really wanted something or someone, or they really wanted you. But there's kind of like two things happening here where you're letting go of something that's burdening and you or someone around you is just very unhappy about it. But at the same time, it brings you great fortune. So there's that duality of being unhappy about some sort of ending or being in a situation where it's not stable. There's a lot of dissatisfaction. This could be people kind of like playing house. So, whether it's you, like your spouse, or you and who you're dating or whatever. This could be people that, the outside, they make it seem like everything is good, but on the inside, shit is a mess. Okay, so let's see what this is talking about. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Hermit. We have the Page of Wands reversed, Ten of Wands reversed, and the Temperance card. So I feel as though, Sag, that there's something that you guys specifically pull yourselves out of. You release a heavy burden. Whether it's you or someone else upset about it, that can definitely alternate depending on the situation. But you're doing this because it's the easiest path for you. It's the path of, this is the path of least resistance. This is where you're using a lot of introspection and you're going after you're going after just a path in life that you're going to be passionate about. Okay, but there's definitely something karmic that I feel you guys are dealing with, and I feel like that got exposed and something's just not being built anymore. So you guys are definitely dealing with the karmic situation where now your soul is at ease because you let go of a burden. And there's just a lot of abundance coming your way. If you guys are working on anything financially speaking, I see this month, if you haven't already had a lot of financial breakthroughs, this is a month that you have that breakthrough. All right, so let's take a past, present, and future look. Let's see what's going on with you guys. August 2020, what is going on for my Sagittarians? Okay. Very nice so far. All right, guys. The the energy that we have here is the Page of Pentacles. We have the Justice card reversed, the High Priestess, the Six of Wands. So there's a few things going on here. On one end, there's something that you're building. For a lot of you, I feel like this is going to have to do with finances. But there's something that you guys are building, and you're really taking your time with it. Like, this is a person who is going to make the plan. They're going to write it out. They're going to look at each and every step and make sure it's 100%, foolproof. It's going to work. Okay. And it's someone that, again, they're kind of like in the talking stages of building something. But at the same time as something is being built, either there's an injustice that you're experiencing, or maybe someone feels an injustice because of something that you're getting into. Because I see a lot of success coming your way. Again, I feel like this is going to be a good month financially for a lot of you. So there's a lot of success that comes your way, but you have this toxic energy around you. We have the King of Wands here, so maybe that toxic energy is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But the devil could also be Capricorn. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Whomever or whatever that is, you're going to feel betrayed, or they're going to feel betrayed, but this is something that you need to put in the past for you to get on the path that you're actually going to be excited about in life. And again, someone here is going to feel betrayed, so someone just really needs to protect themselves from this. Okay, someone may seem very, very selfish because of how they cut something off, but I feel it's because it's necessary. Okay. All right, guys, so let's look at your past here. We have the Four of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. So there was a decision that you guys had to make in the past, and this wasn't a decision that you can make lightly. Okay, the history behind this card, the Four of Swords, and this is really beautiful, guys. This deck is Wizard's Tarot, but usually when you see the Four of Swords, in this case, it's someone that looks like they're just like on one of those like therapist beds, just chilling in her thoughts. But this image, it's usually a knight that is in a coffin, okay, with four swords around them. And the story behind that is, back in the day when knights used to go into battle, stuff like that, if they made it back, well and alive, they would kind of have this thing where they would sit in a casket alive and just reflect. It's like, I could have been here. I could have been dead. Now, how do I want to move forward? What's the next step in life? So it's not a decision that's being made lightly. It's a decision that you have to tread carefully with how you make it. Okay, because a lot is weighing on this. So you guys are just trying to think, what's the next step? What am I going towards? Because there's a big decision that needs to be made. And maybe you guys are in a place where there's finances you need to recover, or maybe you are lonely and you want to recover from that. But this is a card about recovering from having lack of. Okay, so let's see why these cards are here. Why is this Four of Swords here? We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so in this case, there's something that you're kind of mentally still stuck on, or maybe someone around you is stuck on it. But whether it's you being like, whether it's someone from the past reaching out to you or you reaching out to them, there is something that tries to come in. But again, whether it's you or another person, someone is so protective over themselves. And I feel like they cut someone off harshly. Either there's arguments here, or it's just cold and there's no communication. But it's like someone wanted a passionate new start, but there's something about this that was reckless, that couldn't be trusted, and it was burdening. Okay, there's a lot of illusion here, a lot of manipulation, a lot of injustices. Okay, why is this Judgment card here for the past? We have the High Priestess. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so you're in a place where you know what the right decision is, and you're constantly thinking about how you're going to move forward with this decision. Okay, but I feel like most of the struggle you guys are dealing with, right, at this point in the past, is your own thought process. Because the High Priestess is well aware. She knows what she needs to do, or what he needs to do. This is someone who is 125% tapped in. Okay. You guys are going towards stability and towards success. But at the same time, you guys see I really haven't been doing YouTube videos for a long time. So with this energy here, it's like you have something really good happening for you, but there's someone or something that comes off seeming very harmless, very appealing, maybe even very attractive, but it's the devil. Okay, and I forget which sign I was just saying this to, because I'm doing all your readings in one day, just so no one complains about where's this sign, where's that sign. But whatchamacallit, I had told another sign just now that the devil comes as everything you ever wanted. So of course the devil's gonna come out looking like this. You know, the King of Cups rather. It's just a very attractive person. Okay, it's someone who, it's like you just want to talk to them, you just want to be friends with them. You know, you're just naturally drawn to this person. So it comes off very harmless, but I feel like there's things here that you need to be made aware of, or that you just have to keep your awareness. You know, when it comes to this, you have to keep yourself aware rather. But I see some sort of harsh ending, some sort of betrayal, and someone just having to do what's best for them. Okay, I feel like a lot of the fires, because you guys are the last fire sign I'm doing, and I feel like all the energies are very similar. All right, the last card that we have for the past is the Five of Pentacles reversed, Ten of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. There's still something that you guys are stuck on that's kind of like reckless, but I feel that you guys do something where, again, recovery is the biggest word I'm like sensing right now. So whether you had to recover from something financially, you had to recover from something emotionally, you had to just recover in whichever way, shape, or form, you took the initiative and you did that, and it wasn't easy for you, but it's like you stuck to your ground. Whether you have, you know, a relationship in your life or not, love wise, you're like, I have to do this by myself. I have to be self-sufficient in how I handle my emotions, my feelings, and everything that I'm going through. And I think that you guys really put a lot of hard work into this. Okay, this is something that probably wasn't easy for you, but you recovered from a lot of stuff, a lot of reckless shit. What Spirit is saying for your present moment is that although there was some sort of loss that may have been felt, a huge bullet was dodged. All right, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or this could be someone that is very well off financially, someone who's very stable, humble. You know, she's like the mother of all mothers. So think of like Mother Earth when you see the Queen of Pentacles. Think of that Empress energy, that motherly, loving, you know, very nurturing sort of energy. Why is this Tower card reversed? We have the Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So again, this duality where you're upset, but a bullet was dodged, and now you're starting something that you're going to be so passionate about, you know, on your path. Again, I keep seeing this earth energy around you guys, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if it's not a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you could think of, then it's definitely with your finances. But it's like while you're building something very good, I see something from the past that's reckless that attempts to come in. Whether, again, you guys are reaching out towards someone or someone's reaching out towards you. Okay? So here's your next card for the present moment. This is your core energy. This is the center of your reading. So let's see why this is coming out so strong. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This could be spending a lot of money. This could be losing a sense of abundance, whether it be in money or in love or, you know, in, you know, sanity. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. This is a very strong statement that Spirit is making right now, because Sagittarius, you have a choice here. If you accept the fact that you were meant to lose faith in something, then you literally open the door for your destiny. Whatever it is that you're meant to do here, whether you're meant to be, you know, a singer, an artist, a writer, you know, a lawyer, whatever. I see something very strong. It's like you're accepting your fate, you're accepting your destiny, but it's a very good thing. You know, this, when this Hierophant comes out, whether it's upright or reverse, it's my favorite card in tarot, because it lets us know whether we're on the right path or not. Okay, so when I get the Hierophant in my readings, I know I'm doing, an exceptional job. But it's always a good card to see. Let's just see why this Queen of Pentacles is here. And then we'll talk about this present moment and everything I'm seeing. Temperance card in the reverse. And we have the World card. Okay. If this has to do with finances, I'm like dropping stuff all over the place. It's okay, you guys can't see it. So if this has to do with finances, then there may be some sort of loss that you go through or some sort of dip in finances, maybe even something that you invest in. Okay. I see this bring in a very good new chapter for you where there could be a lot of wealth. All right. If this has to do with like love or any sort of like relationship, like another person involved, then I feel as though something may just feel forced at this point where it's like you kind of just have to take the L, you have to take the loss, because it's not coming naturally. But if that is the case, at least one of the people involved isn't acting maliciously. So it's the sort of thing like, I know people in this world, and this is just to describe what I'm seeing here. I know people in this world that are incredible, amazing people, okay? But everyone has triggers. So I know two people that, and this is just like a random example, I'm not talking about anyone I know specifically, but it's like when you know two people can be really amazing people, but they kind of get in a room together and they just clash and clash and clash. So it's like this toxic clash, but it doesn't necessarily mean that either party is toxic. It's just, oil and water don't mix. So I see a situation where your soul just didn't feel comfortable with something. But I don't think that, maybe one person did feel this way if there's multiple people in this, but there's at least one person here that did not have malicious intent. Okay. Let me pull one more card. Well, let me pull three more cards for this. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are definitely building something new. With this new chapter that is coming in, not saying that Sag would have been the reason why something didn't work, okay? But you would have had a problem committing to whatever this was, okay? So maybe, someone found a new love and it's very, very strong. This could also be someone, like, let's say and this has happened to me once. I used to work for an oil company. I was a top salesman, but I didn't give a fuck about the job. So I always showed up late. I wouldn't always follow up with, customers after like selling them like thousands of dollars worth of shit, because I didn't care about the job. I really, really didn't. So I could have been seen as the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And it doesn't mean that I'm incapable or that I'm not, good at, establishing myself and making money. It's just that we kind of act this way when something's not really for us. So I think that you're moving away from something because it just doesn't really suit you anymore. That's really what I feel it comes down to. And either you or someone around you just has to take a very selfish approach. So someone here feels very betrayed by this, even though it's for the greater good. Okay? Never feel bad for doing something that's going to be good for you. Okay? There's always different ways we can go about things. We can let people go gently. We can let situations go gently. We can do it harshly. We can do it abruptly. I always think it's good to kind of ease into things, but that's just me as a Taurus. Like, I just don't like sudden random change like that. But with what this is, guys, it benefits you to walk away from it. So maybe someone who you think is selfish is walking away from you, but it benefits you. Or maybe you're the one that needs to be selfish and you go towards something good. Okay? Because we have here the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Fool card in the reverse for the future. Okay? So the Fool card in the reverse is realizing that something is just not meant to be on your path. You can make a lot of mistakes, like naive sort of mistakes with something. But there is this good change of fortune where you guys really, really boss up. In some cases, this could be an Aries or a Virgo, this Emperor here. Um, but this is someone that they are going to look at everything that they've been through in life, and they're going to make the most logical decisions that they can, you know, based off of their wisdom, based off of their past. So they do what's necessary, not what is necessarily like the easiest thing to do. So you guys kind of like boss up, and you act accordingly to life and what life has thrown at you. And you really take a very strong approach where you want to do what's best for you and also those around you. Okay, so you're not just being like a selfish prick, just thinking, how do I get what I want? Me, 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 me. No, this is someone that's like, well, I need to do what's good for me, but I also need to make sure that what's happening is good for everyone else. Okay, and that it's not like putting me in a worse position in the future. So I think that you guys are just trying to do things in the most, how do I want to say it, not humble, in the most noble way possible. Okay, let's see why these cards are here. But yeah, someone does feel betrayed by this. Someone feels like someone's being very selfish by doing this. Why is this Wheel of Fortune here? We have the Ace of Pentacles, so that letting something go brings you great fortune. All right, but you have so much inner conflict when it comes to letting this thing go. Okay, because you think that it's going to look like a betrayal, or maybe someone wants to let you go and you feel like it's a betrayal. But again, good fortune comes from this. Why is this Emperor here? Oop. Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles. I'm upset that it didn't work the way that I wanted it to. I'm upset that we're here. Something's not being reciprocated anymore. Something just wasn't a two-way or three-way or four-way street anymore. But I'm still a boss, and I'm still waking up every day, and I still do what I have to do, and I'm not going to let this take from my character. That's the energy here. Because regardless, I'm going to find success, because I just put the devil in my past. And maybe I was a devil to someone, and I put myself in the past. And lately, guys, and I think that is just everyone in the world with everything that's going on, like, we just have so much more time to self-reflect and to really make sure that we're going about, like, really make sure we're moving forward in life in a way where we're getting the most out of it. Okay, so I'm genuinely in a place right now, even though it could be hard because as a Taurus, I love hard. But if I feel that my presence is not wanted in someone's life, I guarantee you that phone will never ring on their end. And same with me. If there's something that throws me off, or if there's something that I don't feel is, authentic to who I am, I don't entertain it anymore. And I saw a post on Twitter, and it was kind of like a wake-up call, even though it's something that I already knew, that said, the first key to getting what you truly want is to stop entertaining something that you don't want. So this is kind of the energy that I see you guys having, where it's just like, things may not have gone my way, or they might not have gone as expected, but I'm still going to take that Emperor path and do what's going to build me the most. Okay, so that's why I'm in a point now where, like, just for example, like in the past, like, just anytime I was single, if an ex hit me up or something, I'd talk to them, whatever. I'm single, I'm bored, this is just a pastime, I don't want them anymore, but whatever, we could be friends. And I realize that that's so wrong, especially for people who may still want you or may still be in love with you. It's just wrong. So me, like, especially when it comes to love, or like just with work, friends, clientele, whatever, if there's an energy that I don't like, I no longer entertain it. Okay, and I'm dead set on like just having good love. So that's something I'm realizing myself, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I have to let go of what I don't want, and I can't entertain stuff that I know I'm not going to take to the next level. Okay, so let's see why this Fool card in the reverse is here, because Lisette's talking a lot. Hopefully you guys miss me. Okay, we have the Moon card, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you realize that something was a mistake, and Sag, to be honest with you, you might be the person that looks like you're betraying someone. And maybe you are. Maybe you're leaving one person to go with another person in love. Okay, but there's someone here that's being seen as inauthentic, as, manipulative, as a player of some sort. But with this moon energy here, that's someone, again, who's completely tapped in. So you know that something was a mistake. You know you're not going to go towards it anymore. And you just sit here on your throne, enlightened and powerful. Okay? Celebrating things, standing your ground with it, finding balance, taking off in life on your life path. Okay? But again, either someone feels like there's some sort of betrayal here, or another thing this can mean, and something for you guys to be aware of so that you check yourselves if you find yourself in this position. Because I do see success coming to you guys. For some of you, I don't want you to become over the top with how you get the success, because the King of Wands reverse can be someone who is very, what's the word? They're very obsessed. They're very power hungry. This is that boss that sits like at the front of the room just yelling, get those numbers in, make those calls, come on everyone, hit your quota. But they don't do shit. You don't ever see them on a call. You don't ever see them dealing with anybody. And it's just someone who's power hungry, and they can really go on a power trip. So you just want to make sure, because you're going to get success regardless. But if you take that route where it's like you're kind of walking over people, you know, anytime you have to screw a lot of people over, or you have to, you know, inconvenience a lot of people to get something for yourself, there could be a lot of negative backlash from that. So there's different ways to go about it. If you guys are kind, if you're, you know, humble about it, if you're just an honest hard worker, you're gonna get it. So if you guys are tempted to take an approach where, again, you know, someone's kind of being an asshole, just know that that's a choice. You don't have to take that approach, okay? And it'll benefit you much more to just take more of like a humble, you know, approach. Life is quick to humble people. It is. I've had my fair share of humility in the past 2 months, you know? All right, so let's get some last minute guidance for you guys, because I am talking so much. What does Spirit want to advise for Sag? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords reversed, the Three of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse, and the Tower card in the reverse. Okay, so that Emperor energy you guys keep taking on, you know, having to do what's good, you know, for the greater good. This is a person that will look at the long term of something and not necessarily seek instant gratification. So you're going to have something from the past that you might even be excited when you hear from this person. Or they might be excited when they hear from you, whether this is, you know, a lover, an old boss, or an old friend. But this is something that at first someone's going to be very excited about, like, oh my God, they called, I'm so happy. But just know it's reckless, and it's not something that you're meant to go back to, because it would completely take away this 10 of Cups that you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have this extreme sense of happiness. So as you build something, and again, especially financially, I feel like your money is growing. You have to be very protective over that so you can dodge a bullet. That's the one and only time that this reading shows it would be a good idea to be an asshole towards somebody, when they try to come in and kind of mess up what you're building. And I don't feel like they're going to try to mess it up directly. I feel like they indirectly just get in the way. Okay? But this is something that's very solid for you. And guys, it's, you know, Sagittarians, you guys are seen as go-getters. And for the women specifically, there's a book, guys, that I have to get it because I lost it in my move. But it's called Sextrology. It's this huge red textbook-like book, and it just breaks down the sexes and for each sign. So it'll talk about a male Taurus, a female Taurus. Then it'll talk about it's so intricate. It talks about how you were raised. Like, I don't know how the book knows so much, but how you were raised, and what your parents were like, and what you're like, and you know, it's crazy how on it is. And so I remember one time I was like so interested in a Sagittarian, so I was reading like all of the Sagittarius part. It was like 30-40 pages on Sagittarius, and I learned that Sagittarius women specifically, you guys are seen as the CEOs of the world. So with the placements and everything, and just who you are, you guys are seen as being the most natural female leaders. Okay, males, you're gonna have that too, but females specifically, it's a very strong energy. Okay, but there's something here you guys have to protect yourself with. Okay, because it could bring a lot of burden. For some of you, this could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, specifically speaking. Okay, don't let everybody know what it is that you're about to be building, especially if it's financial. Keep it to yourself. I would just act stupid or not even let anyone know I'm doing anything at all. Yeah, what you're working on or what's about to come in, whether it's money, relationship, whatever, Spirit is saying to keep it a secret. Because if not, it could bring a lot of conflict that causes a lot of dissatisfaction. And that would be coming from a burden that you're meant to release anyways. So you have something strong coming in. You just need to be very protective over yourself right now and accept the fact that the fortune of your life is going to change in a very positive way. Okay? But yeah, there's just something conflicting that your soul doesn't want any part of that you're falling out from. All right? So this looks good, Sag. I'm excited to see what's going to happen for you guys, especially financially. I see you guys doing very well if this resonates in a financial sense. But if this does resonate with you guys, there is a link in the description below to send donations. Thank you so much to everyone who supports and donates to the channel. I haven't been working for 2 months, so this is I have to get back on YouTube because, not many people could go 2 months not working and not having an income. So I'm catching up now, guys. Now, in regards to readings, guys, that is a major reason why I needed to take a break, because I went through something so heavy. It's like the heaviest thing I've gone through in 10 years. And then I'd look at my emails and everyone's like, where's my reading? Where's my reading? Where's my reading? And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even want to get out of bed right now, let alone help someone else when I'm crying my heart out every day. So I just really needed a mental break. Thank you to everyone who understood that. Our mental health, our sanity is so important, and it can be so easy to lose yourself, especially when you do spiritual work, because my life's work is helping other people. But sometimes those are the people who need help the most, the ones who are always helping other people. So I took some time, guys, to catch up on a lot of the readings that I was behind on. I'm still in the process of doing that. But I'm in a place where I'm not going to be offering the regular readings anymore because it was just too much for me. So I'm catching up with the few dozen readings I have left at this point. But the only thing on my website right now is emergency readings. So I don't offer anything else, but with the readings that I do offer, the 2 styles that I have right now, you'll get it within 24 hours, excluding the weekend. And then you have 2 options. One, I will pre-record it and send it to you. You can watch it as many times as you want. It's a private video. Or there is a live video chat option, so we can speak, we can interact. It's more intimate. You're able to see what I'm pulling and ask questions as I'm going. So whatever works for you guys. But thank you for understanding. I'm only leaving those 2 because I know I'll probably get maybe 5 to 10 of them a week, as opposed to having to dish out 100 to 200 readings a week. It's not realistic. I was meant to work smart, not hard. So I hope you guys understand. I love you guys so much. Take care, Sag.